Hello there, and welcome to RPM live stream. Today we are in Qatar. We have that went off the screen a bit quick then. I was just about to trying to count up. We've got 10 drivers, so we're expecting some good racing. Let's get me my things up. There we go. While we wait for the first cars to come out. I think we've got one coming out. Looks like a Ferrari. That's Tunchek's Ferrari, I believe. Yep. Followed by the two McLarens. That will be Booty and Kieran. Yeah, I do apologise for last week. If anyone tried to tune in, and I wasn't available last week, which I do apologise for. But I'm here again this week. Are you lucky people? I am, of course, Mr. Inorganic. If you can hear a bit of a fan noise in the back, it's because I'm incredibly hot. So I've got a bit of a fan on in here, and the comms booth. It's very hot here in Qatar. Don't give us any air conditioning. I'll have to put a claim in there for Luke. I need some air conditioning, please. I'm staying on board with Tunchek. He's the first one out, so he'll be the first one putting a time in. It's the first starting to start finish straight. That's not going to particularly help him too much. Having cars coming out of the pits just when you're about to start a flying lap. It's a very flat course. I haven't actually drove here that often to be truthful, so I have no idea timings or yeah. So I'm pretty much in the dark, but that's nothing unusual. This is a crazed Brummy on the comms, not having a Scooby-Doo about what he's talking about. And as always, we do have a live chat if anyone wants to join and give a shout out. And so the first person to cross the line is Tunchek, and we've got Booty. No, the next one is Kieran's McLaren. Kieran goes second fastest. They got both the Aston Martins. Oh, are we seeing a bit of Aston Martin teamwork here? Stubby and Smith. They're going to take a bit of a... Oliver's gone round in a 121.16. So Oliver's setting a quick lap there. I'm still just on board here with Smith, who's behind Stubby. So I'd imagine it's going to be Stubby that's going to give Smith a bit of a tow. Yeah, the teammates, I was kind of expecting the two McLarens to do that when I saw the two McLarens coming out the pit lane together. And these two Aston Martins coming to the final corner. I don't know if Smith got a bit close then to the back of Stubby, but there we go. Gets the tow, pulls out. And, oh, there was me thinking that was their warm-up lap, that was their fast lap. So Smith goes in at 6th, Stubby at 7th. Yellow flag, his car's getting out of the way. Tunchek is into the pits. So we got Booty. Oh, Booty taking a beautiful line there. Hey, the puns have started. But Aiden now has set a 121.0, 1/10 of a second faster than Oliver. So Aiden really getting a bit of performance out of the Ferrari, and we'll wait to see what Oliver can do in his Mercedes. Let's go. I think Smith is probably on an in lap, and Stubby is in on an in lap. This will be Booty's first flying lap, so we will stay on board with the Tangerine, or Orange, whatever you want to call them. You've seen his teammate Kieran in 6th place doing a 122.9. So we will stay on board with Booty. I think, yeah, Tunchek now in the other. Oh, gets a bit squirmy there, does Booty. Just trying to get the power down. And again, I think he's got quite low downforce there. That's what I'm saying. He seems to be struggling to get that the power down. Be hoping to make good headway down that long start-finish straight. Oh, and yeah, he's gone completely off there and has aborted the lap. Trying really quick. Trying to set a quick lap. He's now aborted that, and we'll go in, get a new fresh set of softs and try and give it another go. I will go on board now with Oliver, who was on first provisional. He was on provisional pole before Aiden beat it by 1/10 of a second. He's slowing right down to let Matty's Red Bull go past, or it could be Leakey's, or it could be, yeah, Matty or Leakey's Red Bull. Oliver now obviously doesn't want any traffic in the way. Warming up them tyres, and then he'll start cranking up the engine. So we will stay on board. The yellow flags are just, I believe, I think just the fact that Oliver's going pretty slow, and we set the yellow flags. That's all that is. There's no actual spinners. It's just Oliver actually driving at inorganic pace. That is actually inorganic flat out. Now he will set the speed up, get a lot of pace, open up DRS, and onto his fast lap to the first right-hander. And you get a bit of a straight into a left, It's a bit, I don't know, it looks like a dodgy, poor footprint, I think the track looks like. We come to a tight hairpin, and he's already set a purple sector 1. So Aidan's time is under threat, but he has got an Aston Martin ahead of him. There's quite a bit of traffic on the track. That's not going to help Oliver too much. You'll hope that the Aston Martin pulls out the way nicely. So let's see if he's set. I don't think he hasn't set a purple sector 2. He's now into sector 3. How much time has he lost? You got to be careful around there because you do get a lot of track limits there. And Oliver's gone around in a 1:20.7, 0.3 of a second faster now than Aidan. And Aidan is still in the pits. Let's go on board with Matty, who's on the second row of the grid at the moment in his Red Bull. And that's no ball. Yeah, it's been a long week. We'll stay on board with Matty as he comes up now to the... Oh, and he's gone into the pits. So, I'll tell you what, let's go on board with the beautiful Alfa Romeo, who's now, I think, on an in-lap, after Luke has set a third fastest time of a 1:21.4. So, Luke showing a bit of pace in the Alfa Romeo. You'll probably find it is probably a bit quicker because I didn't drive yesterday. Some important, a very important football game going on yesterday. I was yesterday a Man City fan just for the one night, and with their win, the glorious and beautiful Aston Villa are in the Champions League, while we watch the beautiful Alfa Romeo going to the pits. Another stunning car, I've got to say. I do like the Aston Martin. Stubby, he's 4th at the moment. I mean, these times are incredibly tight. They're quite close together. And Stubby's lights are flashing, so I think Stubby is in on an in lap. Let's go back with Booty, who has managed to set a time of 1:21.9, and he's going to have track again, so I imagine that's probably an out lap or an aborted fast lap. Is he going to go into the pits? He is going to go into the pits. Let's go the other Aston Martin. And yeah, with his lights on, Smith is into the pits. Tunchek, who was the very first pole setter, the very first car out, he will be let's see if he can what times he can get up there. Only car on track at the moment. And there's the map's not red, so he's still on for a lap. No purple sectors. Oh, a bit over the line there. That was okay, not invalidated. And he has gone quicker. He's up to 6th of the 1:21.9, so everyone now is into the 1:21s apart from Oliver. We said a 1:20.7. I mean, if I was driving, you'd probably be looking at, yeah, I think I think I was setting the times of like 1:18. I think I was there 1:18, 1:17. That's hours and minutes, by the way. That'd be 1 hour and 18 minutes in organics pace round here. And while we're watching Tonjek, who will be coming into the pits this lap, I will go on board with Luke, because I think Luke has just come out now getting ready to go on his next flying lap. And if anyone from ACC is here watching just randomly, where is the Ford Mustang for the console players? We demand that car now. Forget the PC players. We want that car now. Oh, yep, Luke. That doesn't particularly matter there from Luke. He's just his out lap. You want to get this corner right because you want to carry as much speed as you can through this corner to get as much pace on that start finish straight and get the DRS open and the ERS going to have as much pace as you can down that start finish straight. But as the time ticks down to qualifying end, there is quite a bit of traffic in the way. Oh, and Luke's, yeah, Luke there made a mistake. So he's had to abort it, so Luke will slow down. But I think he'll try and make another lap before time runs out. I'll go on board with Aidan, who is at the moment on the front row, but slightly behind Oliver. Coming on through sector 1. It's not purple, so he's not set a faster first section. I think that's Oliver going very slow again. Again driving at inorganic pace. Bring out the flags. I'll bring out yellow flags and blue flags. Let's look at sector 2. Oh, but Aidan has set a purple sector 2. So is Aidan about to set the fastest lap, put himself on pole and put the pressure onto Oliver. Time remaining. Oliver's, yeah. Oh, and he has got it. Aidan has got it by 1/10 of a second. So I've got a purple sector 2 and a purple sector 3. So there's your pole sitter, unless Luke in that beautiful Alfa Romeo get round. Tonchek has also finished his time. At the moment he's sitting in 6th. Kieran has also set his time at 1:21.9. So Kieran is dropping down. Alderbit Smith has just he's finished his qualifying 1:21.4 into 4th. Not good enough. And Luke, has he beat his time? He slightly beat his time. But we'll start on the second row. I think Luke will be happy with that. With the Prestige and perfectly working Alfa Romeo, because I didn't drive it yesterday. It does make a big difference to the car. Because obviously when I drive the Alfa Romeo, it's not kind of used to pace. It's kind of used to a very slow Yeah, very slow, lethargic kind of pace, and yeah, the faster drivers then have to try and make it up. But there we go, there's the starting lineup. Aidan on pole alongside Oliver, second row with Luke and Smith, then we've got Stubby and Booty, Matty, Tonchek and Kieran and Leakey on the final row of the grid. So now all of the drivers will be sorting out what they're going to do in the race, what tyres are they going to start on, and as far as I know, don't think there's a formation lap, so we go straight into the action. So we get pit lane cam again. There's absolutely no one working there. Everyone is on a break. There's no one. There's no stewards. There's no mechanics. I think everyone's probably asleep in bed, but we've got a few fans. We can see a few fans that are cheering and waving at something. What they're cheering for, I don't know, but they are cheering. They think they can see themselves on the camera. But there's no staff. Staff are all asleep, but we've got. I'd imagine them are very rich, probably friends of the owners kind of thing. This is more of a interesting pit lane that we've had this season. We do love pit lane camp at night with the lights on. With no staff. Yeah, pit lane cam. Kieran, I invalidated on the final lap. Well, that's not very good, is it? Invalidating. Don't worry about it, Kieran. You should be revising for GCSEs while we look at pit lane cam. Oh, and there we go. Wait, let's get this stuff on before the lights. We've got 5 lights. Yeah, and it's lights out and it's pedal to the metal and away we go. Oh, the Mercedes gone completely offline there. Don't know what happened there, but everyone seems to be getting through okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to unless he was just caught napping. We've got position change. There we go. Smith dropped a place. Oliver Renault dropped down to 7 places, but he's working his way back up again. Luke up to 2nd. Booty had a brilliant start, moved up 3 positions. So look at the tyres. There's the tyres. Yeah, there's and the camera just seemed to be stuck there for some reason. But that was Stubby just getting past Leakey, and there's your tyres. Bit of a mixed bag. Most people are on mediums. Kieran's gone hards along with Leakey. Kieran has had a good start. Oliver now, as Aidan sets the fastest lap. But yeah, Oliver went on to soft, so I don't know if he actually planned that, or he got distracted, and that's why the start was pretty bad for him with the being on the softs. Quite easy. Kieran then knows not to particularly race against Oliver while he's on the soft tyres, and Kieran's on the long run on the hards. Cars are pretty much spread out. Let's have a look at the front. So there's Aidan, 1.4 seconds out in the lead, ahead of Luke in that beautiful Alfa Romeo. And that's what we love to see, the Alfa Romeo ahead of the McLaren. But there's Oliver just getting past Smith. Again, they'll see Oliver on them softs, and I think they'll just kind of let him go as Oliver sets the fastest lap. But Smith has a look down the inside and kept up with him quite well there. We should have DRS enabled this lap. But when you've got Oliver coming up behind you on softs, you can't particularly battle too hard. Stubby and Tonchek. Stubby managed to get past Tonchek. We've got Matty in 7th, here in 6th, Tonchek and Leakey. It's we're back on board now with Oliver, who's going to get really close to the back of Booty. And the question is, how long can he make them softs last? And will that hurt him? We have DRS now, so yeah, Booty is kind of sitting duck there, and Matty also gets past Kieran, and Stubby gets past Kieran. Kieran really suffering there with the cars behind him having a DRS help. So Oliver, who started off on second position on the front row, had a bit of a really bad start, dropped down to last and has moved back up now to third. The question is, how long are them softs going to last? Are we going to expect to see a safety car? And how many time penalties are we going to get? The next person on Oliver's travels. Oliver's travels. Oh, I'll go with that. Is the beautiful Alfa Romeo. He might find it very hard getting past the Alfa Romeo because he'll be looking at that car and thinking, I'd do anything to be in that car other than being in a Mercedes. But it goes down the inside. I don't think Luke will again battle with him too much. We will try and stay within the 20 odd seconds it takes for a pit stop. So I would imagine Oliver might be going for soft hards. That's if this is the strategy he's come up with. And is the only one to have gone out on softs. I don't think the softs last that well round here. Quite high temperatures. Even at night. Oh, then again, it might be I do you know, I don't know. So, I mean, it could be cooler. You're definitely cooler during the night than it is during the day. Whether that's going to affect tyre life. But Oliver now has a 1.5 second gap to make up on Aidan, while Luke has managed to stay within the 1 second to get a good helping of DRS, but also Booty behind him got DRS off Luke, and looks like Smith as well also got DRS. So Oliver is at the moment towing an Alfa Romeo, a McLaren and an Aston Martin. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. So I can't think of one at the moment. Luke want to try as much as he can to stay in that DRS zone, because if he drops out, Booty and Smith will say thank you very much, because that DRS down that start finish straight is so powerful. It's so powerful. Look like track limits there from Luke. And Oliver has that was Oliver there taking a very wide that was inorganic. No, I was going to say he's Oliver there taking an organic line, but Luke didn't have DRS. Booty and Smith did have DRS, but were too far back, and Smith is just, Smith and Booty, they get on about their jobs pretty well, and Luke. You hardly see these three make a mistake. So, and they're all on the same strategy, so he could be quite close for the third place on the podium. Kieran has got past Stubby. It seemed quite easy through there, so I'm wondering if Stubby actually made a mistake, because Tunchek has also gone through, so Stubby must have made a bit of a mistake. Leaky is really struggling on them hards. Kieran is making them hards look a bit better on the McLaren. Going for the long corner, and yep, Kieran taking a very wide exit there. But he won't be able to keep Tunchek behind him as Tunchek gets past with DRS. Kieran will just hope to stay in that DRS zone to return the favour. Back to the battle for third. Luke has definitely lost the DRS off Oliver, as Oliver is off chasing down Aidan, which means Luke is going to be a bit of a sitting duck on the straight. So if Luke can build up a bit of a gap, they look a bit too far back at the moment. They're in sector 3 now. Oliver is now in he's just outside DRS detection zone, only slightly. But Booty and Smith too far back from Luke, so although Luke isn't getting DRS, He's managing to pull out a bit of a gap on the McLaren. So they're too far back to make a passing move. Oliver, though, is slightly getting that now into the DRS detection time. Excuse me 1 second. Excuse me for that, I just had to cough. Obviously all the sand and dust getting on my chest a bit. But Oliver now is in detection zone. But how much are them soft tyres hurting now? They can't particularly be too happy. But you certainly wouldn't know that with the way Oliver's going. I just saw Luke taking the inorganic line. Luke is the first driver to get a penalty for track limits as Aidan pulls over to defend, and Oliver now has got the DRS. I think Oliver won't want to make a pass just yet. I think he'll wait till the start-finish straight. So if you make a pass now, you're going to be a sitting duck come start-finish straight. Luke still manages to keep as Kieran gets past Tonchek. So are them hards now really beginning to come to life? Are the mediums maybe starting to go off a slight bit? Oh, there's a big moment then from Oliver. Big moment. So I think them tyres are just about gone. He did seem to lose a lot of grip as the car just really struggled to turn. That was he got all squirmish, and now he's dropped out of the DRS zone. So tyres might be hurting. Stubby's the next driver to get a 3-second time penalty. So it doesn't, as things stand, it doesn't particularly matter that much. There's Booty, as Smith has managed to get past Booty, and Smith now looking and letting Luke know that he is now taking up the baton to try and get that third place spot. Oh, and Oliver's got a 3-second time penalty. Now that's going to be interesting. Them softs are definitely on the way out. And Oliver has, with that 3-second time penalty, how that could come into play towards the end of the race. That could be huge. So it means Oliver would have to get past Aidan. Booty now has got a 3-second time penalty. It's so easy on this track. So easy to get penalties. I know everyone has to adhere to the rules, and the rules are there for a reason. As Oliver now, I want to get rid of them soft tyres. I would imagine there's a big lock up there going into the pit lane to slow down. Gone onto the hards. I would imagine he's going to the hards. He would probably go the whole race unless there's a safety car on them hards. So here's the order as it stands at the moment. Aidan in the lead, followed by Smith. Just behind Smith is Luke in the beautiful Alfa Romeo, who's under a lot of pressure from Booty. They're all on the same strategy. We've got Matty in 5th in the Red Bull. 6th is Stubby. And just behind Stubby is Kieran's Tangerine. Kieran's McLaren in 7th. Right behind Kieran is Tonchek and the other Ferrari. And Leakey, who's had a bit of a hard time on them hards. I think he'll be... Oh, and Luke has now picked up a 3-second time penalty. And how crucial could that be? So everyone that really is picking up times, and I'd imagine Luke will hope that everyone else has the problem. As Aiden's gone into the pits, Aiden is reacting to Oliver's pit to get onto the hards. Will the undercut work? Will the overcut work? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. There's Aiden coming out of the pits. There's Oliver. Oh, it's just ahead. So the undercut really has worked for Oliver, and he's all over the back now of Aiden, and he will want to try and make that move stick. He's got pressure. He's got his hards up to temperature, but with that time penalty, he'll want to get past Aiden as quick as he can. Try and get 3 seconds. And he's all over the back of the Ferrari. Obviously, Oliver has got 1 lap old hards, so they're up to more of a temperature than Aiden's. But Aiden's all defensive. Oliver's up his rear gearbox. I think Oliver will get him obviously on the start-finish straight into the pits, because Luke, Kieran, Booty, Kieran hasn't gone into the pits. Kieran's now up to 4th. As cars now go into the pits, most everyone will be on hards. As Oliver pulls out under DRS and gets past Aiden. Aiden will just want to stay up with Oliver. He will not want to lose the 3-second gap. We won't want to make any time penalties. But out in the lead, that means that Smith, the master tyre whisperer, has looked after them mediums, and everyone else has gone into the pits. May suffer with the with drivers on the undercut. The undercut is so powerful in this game, but Smith can really look after his tyres. That's why they're calling him Smith, the tyre whisperer. But Smith goes into the pits now. Here we go on to hards. Matty stays out, so Matty thinks that he's going for the overcut, but Matty has got Stubby right behind him, so Matty is now the new leader of the race, with Smith into the pits. Let's have a look at Smith coming out of the pits. Is he going to be ahead of Luke? There is the beautiful Alfa Romeo, and there is Booty's McLaren. So the overcut for Smith hasn't particularly worked, and Booty and Luke, the undercut has helped them pretty much. And now Smith would just want to try and stay within the DRS zone. Out in front, yet to pit, is Matty, followed by Stubby, followed by Kieran in 3rd, and Leakey. So the top 4 have yet to pit. And we've already seen how the undercut is quite powerful, but Matty stays out. That's interesting. So he must have really looked after his tyres, and so does Stubby. And Kieran on the hards, he will eventually go in for mediums. So the second half, towards the latter stages of the race, Kieran is going to have a much better tyre. As Matty and Stubby are going to want to go on to hards, or maybe softs. But Oliver and Aidan are going at it. Tunchek as Leakey goes into the pits. Leakey will go on to the mediums. And I think Leakey will be quite happy with that, as the fuel load is lighter, the cars are lighter, so that stickier tyre will definitely last a bit longer than it would at the start of the race. So Leakey could get the benefits. So will Matty and Stubby will have to go on to hards, or probably softs, if they can make the mediums last as long as they can. Kieran on the hards, I would imagine, also is going for a hard-soft combination. So Kieran will probably... another 3 laps, and Kieran's going to come in. Well, no, actually, Kieran's actually into the pits now. Let's see what tyre Kieran puts on. What's he going for? Oh, he's going for the mediums. So Kieran's playing safe. He's not going to go for the softs. I think softs will probably be a bit of an ask. So Kieran will be pleased to get rid of them hard tyres. And he's going to come out at the back of Tunchek, but ahead of Leakey. So Kieran and Leakey got it all to do on being on the better tyres and the cars in front of them. But out in front we have Stubby and Matty. Obviously Stubby getting past Matty on the start-finish straight with DRS. But how much longer can they take their mediums? Aidan has managed to get past Oliver again. So Oliver's made a bit of a mistake. He's half a second off Aidan. Oh, a big moment then from Stubby. I think they'll probably be looking at maybe 2 more laps on the mediums, and then go out onto the softs. But catching them up at a rate of knots is this battle in 2 of Aidan and Oliver on fresher, harder tyres. So they're on the better tyre at the moment, and then we'll be coming into life about now. Them hards. And seeing Matty and Stubby's 17 lap mediums, they're going to be hurting. The way that Aidan and Oliver are catching up. Remember, Oliver has got that 3-second time penalty, so he really does need to get past Aidan and pull away. And they've managed to cut through the traffic quite well. And they're pretty much on the same amount laps of tyres as the front 2 going to the pits. Stubby and Matty, and imagine at this rate they'll be going on to softs, as Inorganic called it. Alright, let's see. Oh, Tunchek gets a 3-second time penalty. Yep, Matty's on to softs. Oh, look at that. Oh, I tell you what, Inorganic can't drive. He's incredibly slow. But sometimes, sometimes just knows what he's talking about. Only a few times, not very often, but just sometimes it happens. and that eclipse has just happened. I think I called it on lap 19. Get rid of them mediums. 10 laps on the softs. So Stubby and Matty will be pushing really hard. Kieran, 6th now, with them pit stops. But he's going to find it hard to keep Stubby and Matty from getting past on their fresh soft tyres. Kieran played it safe and thought the mediums were a better bet, and trying to push the hards and going on to softs. So we have Aidan, who's still half a second ahead of Oliver, who has a 3-second time penalty. So then we've got Booty, and these three have been battling all race. And it's Booty now that's in 3rd place, but Booty and Luke, who's behind him, do have 3-second time penalties. So I don't. Smith at the moment is on a podium spot. As long as he stays within 3 seconds of Booty. But they have been close all race. It's going to be hard for any of them to try and break that 3-second penalty. Oh, look, and Booty gets a bit, there's a McLaren gets a bit squirmish under acceleration as the weight transfers from the front to the back. And Smith now will get past Booty. Oh, Booty slams the door in. Booty comes across and slams the door in Smith's face. I think there was probably 2 moves there. It looked like there was 2 swerves. There was the one to block the original Smith pass, and he seemed to go again. And Smith really had to go offline to avoid it. So hard driving there from Booty. And Luke, with the DRS, couldn't take full advantage, as Booty had the inside line. So it was hard racing. And Smith now has picked up a 3-second time penalty. That is going to be, that's going to be crucial in the race now. Whether it was the fact that he had to go offline when Booty slammed the door right in his face, as Matty picks up a time penalty. There's only 2 drivers now that haven't picked up time penalties. That's Aidan and Oliver. Oliver's managed to get past Aidan on the start-finish straight, but now without DRS, Booty has had to concede the place to Smith, but Luke's got the inside line. One button. And we watch these 3 going at each other, and Luke now has a look on the inside. Oh, it's got on his own. Oh, that's tight. Oh, whether they touched, whether that beautiful Alfa Romeo wants a bit of Aston Martin paint. But they've touched. Oh, Smith and Booty there. Have a bit of a come together. Nothing serious, but that has definitely helped Luke. So Smith and Booty, there's no love lost there between these two at the moment. Oh, and it's really testing my throat. This is excuse me. So all this sand and the humidity, it is playing havoc on my tonsils for some reason. But yeah, there's not much loss between these two. And the problem is now that Luke has managed to pull that much of a gap that he's broke DRS zone. Smith does not have DRS. Booty has, so Booty is right now on the back of Smith's gearbox. There could possibly be question marks in the stewards, possibly. But he's making some great racing. Great watch for us. And what could have been a bit of a dull race, it certainly isn't. We've got Oliver and Aidan, the two at front at the moment, battling for first. We've got Luke, Smith and Booty battling for third, although Luke has managed to put a bit of a gap now on Smith, as Smith and Booty had a bit of a coming together in that corner. And I seem to have swallowed a fly for some reason. My voice has been perfectly fine all day. And now it's decided it wants to give up. It's just like the rest of me. The rest of me just wants to give up. But that's, it's allowing Stubby really to catch up to these two. These three. This Booty again gets the help of DRS. Oliver's managed to stay ahead of Aidan down the start finish straight. Leakey's moved ahead of Tonchek. So Leakey definitely preferring them mediums. Couldn't wait to get rid of them hards. But the top five. Oh, Luke's lost it! Luke has lost it! He's kept it going. I don't think there's any damage. But he's lost it. Oh, there's a lot of rubbish on them tyres there. Oh, obviously the Alfa Romeo was thinking that Inorganic was driving it and decided it wanted to go on a mystery tour. Oh, and that's put Luke now down to 8th. That means Smith has now moved up into 3rd. So maybe he won't feel as hard done by. But I want to be careful, because when there was Luke, Smith and Booty, there's going to be Smith, Booty and Stubby. And Stubby is on softs. And Matt is on softs. And they are catching up. Booty has got DRS. And Smith very wisely just stays to his racing line. Knows not to battle too hard there. And I'm just trying to think 20 whether swapping and changing down that straight. But Smith really didn't put up much of a fight there, so he'll be helping. But they've got to be careful, because Stubby is catching up, and Stubby wants a bit of a, because there was 3 in this party. Luke went on a magical mystery tour, and then Stubby wants to take Luke's place, battling for 3rd. At the moment it's Booty. They've all got time penalties, so time penalties don't particularly come into it. Aidan is half a second behind Oliver, so Oliver at the moment, as it stands, is still in 2nd place once time penalties have been added. Leakey gets another 3-second time penalty. And now Stubby, and on the outside, Smith's on the outside. Booty defended the inside, so we've got the inside, but they come to the inside of this. Smith thinking a bit better of it, but now Stubby's having a bit of a go, and will Will Smith let Stubby have a go at Booty? But then 7 lap softs. Well, still should be alright. Let me drive going as if they are. But Smith's going to have to be careful because not far behind them is Matty, who's also on softs. So that Matty's catching him up, but there we go in front. Stubby is having a look. A lot more grip at the moment as Stubby's got, but we know Booty defends hard. Booty drives hard, races hard. And I'm sure there's some track limits going on there. Some very wide lines. But both Aston Martins now will have DRS. Stubby goes on the inside, and Booty doesn't particularly fight that one too hard, knowing that Stubby has got the soft tyres. One of them soft tyres in a couple of laps on the last lap will probably be hurting quite hard. Aidan Jones has managed to get past him just there on the help of DRS, and he's still in at 3 seconds, but knowing Oliver's got that 3-second time penalty, won't want to push too hard, because if he pushes Oliver too hard and Aidan makes a mistake and gets a 3-second time penalty, and it's all change. Excuse me. As my voice completely and utterly gives up. It's certainly struggling with everything that's going on. So we're going to stay with the top 2 as Aidan goes in quite sharp there as Oliver goes on the outside. Aidan now with the DRS gets past Oliver. Doesn't want to do anything sealing out Aidan. He's got that 3-second time cushion, so you just want to keep the car within the white lines. I was saying earlier that rules are rules, but I got to admit I'm not a fan of the track limits. It does kind of I know that why they're there, but it kind of does take away a bit of the racing. So it's a bit, it can be a bit random as well. Can the time penalties? But we are on the penultimate lap. Stubby is still half a second ahead of Booty, who is half a second ahead of Smith. So maybe Smith now would be feeling more hard done by with the hard battling that he had with Booty. As these two come now on the start finish straight, and Stubby picks up another 3-second time penalty. So let's have a look at that penalties. So Stubby now will actually drop down positions. Booty now is into 3rd. Smith is now 4th. Oliver is going to do his best to maybe try and force Aidan to make a mistake and maybe pick up a 3-second time penalty. Smith now has got past Booty, and as Stubby's soft's gone off now, that's why Stubby's probably struggling a bit. Soft have probably gone off now. But Oliver will do everything he can to try and distract Aidan, to try and get Aidan to maybe cross the white lines and get a penalty. Aidan's staying cool. Oh no, Aidan's picked up a 3-second time penalty. But, he's coming to the last lap. This is going to be tight now. There's a 3-second time penalty. Oliver's got to get this right. It's going to be a sprint down to the line. I think Aidan's got enough gap. Yep, and Aidan wins it. Aidan wins it after picking up the time penalty on the very last couple of corners. Booty will stay just ahead of Smith. Oh, and there's a ball. Oh, Booty gets it just ahead of Smith. Some hard racing there from Booty, but Booty takes the final podium position. It looks like Kieran's run out of fuel, but he's made it to 7th with time penalty. I think he ran out of fuel there just on the start-finish line, but manages to creep over the line. Driver of the day, Oliver, got a bad start. That 3-second time penalty hurt him, but it wasn't till the last lap that Aidan Jones picked up his 3-second time penalty, but was ahead. So Aidan extends his championship push with 2 races left. I don't think he can be caught now. I don't know. I would have to look at the points at some point. How can I have 3 extra laps of fuel yet still have not enough? Not taking any penalties made me finish ahead of Luke. Yeah, Kieran kept it clean. Did run out of fuel towards the end. No safety cars, no yellow flags. Some hard racing, which we saw. But there's the final standings. Aidan wins ahead of Oliver. Booty makes it 3rd. Smith 4th. Weather goes to the stewards. Matty goes 5th. Stubby 6th. 7th Kieran, no penalties. Luke with his penalties moves down to 8th. Time check 9th. And Leaky 10th. Well, there you go. We have 2 races left in the season. I believe, let's have a look. Yeah, let's see if we can get, I don't know if anyone, let's see if we can get an interview with Oliver.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Oliver, how are you?
Oh my goodness, what a race. I had to listen to these 2 guys battling the entire time.
I aged at least 10 years. Jesus Christ.
Booty, we saw some hard driving from you there with Smith on the start-finish straight. Do you think you moved maybe twice?
When?
On the start-finish straight when Smith had to go offline, had to go off the track.
When did he have to go off track? When we went almost 3 wide.
Yeah.
I don't think I moved twice. I think I moved right and then moved right again. So I mean, like, I kept my direction. But yeah, I have to look at his onboard. I would have thought it was fair, but I will see.
And you had a bit of coming together in the corner. What was that? Just one of them racing incidents? What happened there?
Yeah, I went deep trying to get a good exit, and I think he didn't expect me to still be on the outside, so he kind of closed the door, and I still had my front wing there, so we went a little off track. But yeah, we had amazing fighting. I mean, I get along really well with Smith, so I'm sure we will text about it later today. And yeah, it was just in general also with Luke. It was a shame that he spun there, but it was an amazing fight. And in the end as well with Stubby and on the softs catching up, it was just amazing. Yeah.
Oliver.
Hello.
Hello. How did you find that? It was a good battle between you and Aidan. Obviously, the 3-second time penalty quite early on hurt you a bit.
And I got some warnings by doing last first. I'm not getting.
Yeah, so Aidan picked one up right at the last couple of corners.
Yeah.
It was going to be tight on the start-finish straight.
Yeah, no, honestly, I aged 10 years with that race. Oliver is in his first stint around here is mega. I am like in terms of compared to my first stint pace, I'm a little bit better on the hards, but it's a challenge. There was a couple of times where he probably could have broken away from DRS, because it was a real struggle to get it over the line in the end. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. That race, very close at times. I think we may have touched one time into turn 2, but that was about it in terms of contact, which was quite cool.
Yeah, some very, very, very close racing. It was good to see. I mean, I got in comment. A certain Kieran says, "Who's that legend on the podium?" I'll let either of you three pick which one he's talking about.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I got the championship after this race now.
I think so. Yeah, I think you have. Yeah, I don't think you can get caught now.
Well, I'm pretty sure I got him P3 in the championship 2 seasons ago in Brazil. So yeah. It's
There's options in there. Oliver's P10, so that's impossible. I'm kidding, Oliver, please. I'm kidding, Oliver.
Kieran, by the way, fair play, the only driver without a penalty today.
Yeah, he must have been driving pretty slow to have not crossed the lines.
Where did he finish in the end?
P7?
7, I think, yeah.
7, yeah, Stubby was 6, yeah, 7.
Oh, fair enough. What happened to Stubby? I thought he was on, he was on a charge on the soft.
He was, and then his softs dropped off, and then he got another penalty, so he had 6 seconds. And there was, who was the other one? I think in the Red Bull. With the softs, no, it wasn't Leaky, the other Red Bull. Matty, yeah, he was on softs as well, and he was pretty quick as well. And that's how Stubby lost. But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. It was quite funny. The whole first stint, I was basically wondering when Oliver's tyres were going to die. Those soft, they did not die at all. He got within DRS. I was like, oh, for God's sake, here we go. And then he had a moment, which is, I guess his grip lesson, but the actual performance of what pace it could do didn't really die off. It was just overall grip wise. Well, maybe not.
I was like at 76 or 7.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think it's just a shame that Luke had that spin, because the three-way battle that was going on for third. That was sort of fun, and obviously you had Stubby catching up as well in the softs.
For four drivers battling for the final spot in the pool. That would be. I don't know if you saw my ERS management, but I thought it was brilliant.
To tell you the truth, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't really. Yeah, on the ERS.
Yeah, well, it basically went like this. First 5 laps. After the first 5 laps, I was like on 9% battery, and that was all until the pit stop. Then I went to like 34 or something, and then it took me 3 laps again, and I was down again. And I know for a fact that Smith has unbelievably good ERS management, so I was really scared of that. I was really scared of that. But in the end, luckily I got it timed right with when lap I will overtake. And yeah. Anyway. Okay, I'm only repeating myself. It's crazy.
Oliver, I think I asked Oliver about 5 laps to the end. What's his ERS? I think he said 40%. And I said 20%. I put this fake, I guess, like facade on as if I was car. I was like, all right. I put a bit of a car facade because inside I was bricking it. Especially on the last lap down the straight, I was like, he's gonna blast past me here.
But I didn't use almost any ERS on the last because I was so confident I was gonna get by. So.
Oh, what on the like the run?
Straight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no.
I didn't use anything on that.
Yeah, no, I had lower wings probably, which kind of explains a lot. But yeah. Oh, ache everywhere. Jeddah makes that's gonna be fun. Well, maybe not racing wise.
Yeah, there's some excellent, good clean racing out there. It's good to see. Kind of worried with like 10 drivers that it may be kind of a bit of a DRS train, but certainly wasn't. Some brilliant racing from everyone there.
Oh, it wasn't that lap, wait. It was the lap before, I think.
Yeah, no, that was too fair. That was too fair. I did have that thought of, is this going to be one of those boring races? Because to be honest, I thought Oliver would, based off yesterday, I thought Oliver would just pull up away when he got past on the hards, but I was able to keep up, and then there was the whole battle going on behind. And I think I remember Booty saying, "Oh no, not through there." And I just look on the minimap, I see them going through the triple right-hander. I was like, oh no. I'm just, the face palming was insane.
But now I can say, couldn't say that before, but now I can say I went side by side through the 3 fast right-handers with Stubby. And it was amazing.
A bit of pushing off, but we ignore that. Yeah. I'm definitely watching that thing back at least 10 times.
I'm looking at it again in organic. I moved twice, but I moved twice to the right. I don't know if you're allowed that. Like, I went to the right and was basically almost on the side. And then when Smith really wanted to go down the inside there, I went a little more to the right. I don't know if that was unfair. If it was, I will apologize to you. I thought I kept it clean there. But I will talk with you later.
Oh, it'll be an interesting conversation.
Yeah,
I'm sure everything Smith sound, so yeah, I don't think any there won't be any anything bad said, I'm sure. But it was it was some great racing, and congratulations to you 3 on the podium, and I'll let you lot decide which one the legend is. That Kieran says.
Well, I'm not
We have to get the answers in. Nah, don't. You can do. I don't know if he'll join. I don't know if he'll join. I don't even know if he's online. Oh, he is.
Any chance for him to come on the comments is usually first through the door. So, yep. Congratulations. If any you want to say anything before we wrap up?
No, honestly, honestly, with me and Oliver in an interview, this could turn into a goddamn podcast. So just end it while you can.
Anyways.
So there we go. I'm going to wrap this up.
There we go.
Here we go.
My no penalty race.
It's time to end the
You should get
stream
extra
now.
points for that. You should get extra points for having no penalty.
Who is the legend?
The legend, well, of course it's Booty. Who else would it be?
Yeah, there it's end of the discussion. End of the discussion.
So, Kieran, just quick question. Well done. You got like no penalties. What was the result in the end? Where did you finish?
P7.
Oof. I'm kidding. No, fair play though. I almost got a race with no penalties, and I done it on the last lap. Oh god.
Imagine getting a penalty.
I mean, Oliver, you got them from lap 10, so.
So, Kieran, wasn't you pushing hard enough then to get a track limit?
I just knew what the white line was.
I think it was
We watched
skill.
Kieran. We're gonna watch Kieran's footage back here. Lack of track usage here, no number here.
Alright.
You're gonna see him take. You know the three fast right-handers, yeah. Third gear for each one. That's what we're gonna see watching the POV.
Alright, I did not get invited out here just to get buddies.
Was I wrong?
Yes, of course you are.
I don't actually remember actually saying we should invite Kieran to the pod.
Oliver did it. Oliver did it. Oliver did it. Yeah. No, my hands are clean.
I thought you just wanted to recognise how to get no penalties. And even if I did take the fast corners in third gear, it would still be faster in organic. So
I got no penalties neither.
Oh, I wonder why.
I got to admit, I did see quite a few people taking an inorganic line.
Oliver on the last lap. Do you want to explain that? Do you want to explain that, please?
What?
I see this guy here. The corner before the triple right hand is like a hairpin. I look in my mirror. Yeah, this guy is taking the widest line off the track I've ever seen. He's taking a detour. He's doing a Kimi Räikkönen, just taking another trip to like, I don't know, Belgium or somewhere before he actually comes back on. Oh god. Oh really? Shall I get my POV up, man? Oh no.
Anyways, guys, if you want to see amazing racing like this again, make sure to tune in next week, where we will be in Jeddah. Fantastic race.
Oh, this is turning into a podcast.
Well,
we're 1 hour.
well said, Booty. Well said. Like a fellow commentator, legend, and Kieran somewhere as well in the pod, in the comms booth somewhere.
You invited me in.
I should end this week.
So, yep, I'm going to end it there. And congratulations to you three, and Kieran for not getting the penalty.
I don't understand a single word in here, it's crazy.
And next week it's Jeddah?
Jeddah.
Jeddah.
So, safety car Grand Prix. Safety car Grand Prix.
Yep, it'll be interesting to see that one. I should be racing next week, so it'd be a good laugh on a Tuesday. And I'll be commentating again this time next week. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all next week. Everyone want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Fuck off.
I hadn't actually finished.